So we've got a couple of questions, I think, which we'll go through, but probably not many at this particular point in time. But we've got a few minutes left just to go through a few. So Brian's asked, and it's probably a question for Jono. So Jono, if you can unmute yourself. Will the stock market take another dive? Is a question which I think is a fair question to ask at the end of the day, but whether you know the answer or not's another thing.
Brian, I mean, genuinely, that's a hard call to answer. Maybe if I put it this way, the recommended portfolios that we've got are still very overweight of cash, and we're not rushing to deploy it just yet because it's just desperately uncertain. I mean, you're sort of flying blind at the moment. My view would be that it will take a longer period of time for us to get back to normality, and that means that I think a lot of the excitement and the bounce back we've seen because of the central bank and government stimulus might prove a little bit premature. But, again, there's good quality companies with good cash flow, good long-term stories. I mean, a lot of these stocks have actually not even fallen a huge way, whether it be, Xero as an example, even the mining stocks, I mean, down 20, 25% or thereabouts, but, been really pretty good of late. Coles has been good. So listen, gun to my head, Brian, I'd say we probably got the potential to be lower in the next few months, but I mean, I'm not so bold as to say we're going to 4,000 or something on the ASX when we're at 5,000. I mean, it's a very, very hard call to make, and it's entirely driven by the virus and government's response to it.
Thanks, Jono. Got a question here that's probably for Paul. We've registered for JobKeeper payment. Do we need to enrol before the 30th of April, even though we may not have to apply for it until June?
Yeah. So the answer there is that you can apply at a later date. So the only requirement at the date that you are applying for is that you've made the payments in the previous period for which you're looking to be eligible. So definitely can apply or enrol down the track. On that particular one, the requirement to register by 30 April was something we understood to be the case last week. They've now released that date into May. The only requirement for those that are looking to be eligible for the month of April is that you've paid your eligible employees, at least $1,500 per fortnight by the end of April.
Cool. Thank you. There's a question from Theodora around what's going on with the QBDF, which was discussed, I think, last week. I don't think the panelists are probably able to give any further insight into that, but we can get a note back to you about that, Theodora, because I know the guys in Brisbane in our team up there would have an understanding of what's the sort of the latest with that as well. So we haven't got many questions today, which is fine, but certainly we will be sending all of this presentation up on our forum once again so we've got a workplace site for people to so we can share all this content. Look, we want to get the message and support as many people as we possibly can in the marketplace. So feel free to invite them to this particular forum. Feel free to share the information that we're providing to them. We want to help, as we said, the business community in Australia to keep it strong, off the back of what Jono is talking about there in terms of, we're in a great country and, we want to make sure that we're supporting, especially the SME marketplace that supports 47% of the GDP here. So, we're very much wanting to ensure that we keep each other and ourselves and the business community strong. So just wanted to thank today Jonathan Bayes again for his insights into the global economy and what's going to happen sort of from a domestic perspective. And as I said, Jono presents every fortnight in a similar forum for Prime. So happy for everybody to engage with that. David, I really appreciate today's insights as to what he's been doing in his business and some of the great stories there that he's shared with everybody. Paul, thanks for the quick update on the JobKeeper stuff. No doubt we'll be talking a little bit more about that, probably in more depth next week because it is a hot topic at the moment. But Once again, thank you everyone for joining. We're really enjoying being able to share all this information with you, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.